You've probably clicked on this video because you're thinking about getting a Blackmagic pocket cinema camera, maybe a 6K or a 4K, and you're wondering, is it going to balance on my gimbal? Because as you know, it's a really fat, heavy camera. And the answer is yes. All you need is one of these guys, and this is a small rig counterweight. Comes in at £37.50 currently on Amazon, and it's basically a clamp with a bunch of holes on it, which you can screw in weights. So this is a 100 gram weight, and this is a 200 gram weight, and it comes with these. And the thing itself weighs 100 grams, so it's 400 grams of extra weight, which you can use to counterbalance the really heavy Blackmagic 6K. So this clamp is, well, it's a clamp, it clamps things, and as long as a part of your gimbal can fit within there, you will be able to use this with your gimbal. So if you're using a Ronin S like me, or if you're using a Zion crane or something like that, it should fit. So because I am using the Ronin S, I also have to use some sort of offsetting plate. For me, I'm using the small rig cage because the camera is actually too wide to even screw on to the Ronin S, because the mounting point on the camera is too far over. But I would recommend getting a small rig cage anyway, because if you're getting a Blackmagic, you're gonna have to attach an SSD, maybe you have to attach a microphone, you definitely have to attach a battery of some sort. I'm also using quite a heavy lens compared to other Blackmagic gimbal setups that I've seen. And so I'm using the Tamron 2470 G2 lens, and this weighs in at a hefty 900 grams. So if you're using a lens on your setup which is lighter than this one, which you probably are, you'll definitely be able to balance it. So it's as easy as pretty much taking the counterweight and sticking it on the opposite side of the gimbal to where all the camera weight is, and yeah, it's as simple as that. That off balances the weight and allows your gimbal to stay nice and level. The only thing you have to make sure is that the payload capacity of your gimbal is good enough to hold this camera, heavy lens, and an extra 400 grams or more of weight. So everything on the end of my gimbal weighs in at 2.5 kilograms. But the Ronin S can hold 3.63 kilograms. So yeah, just make sure if you're using a different gimbal, just check that, because the last thing you want to do is get all your stuff, get a gimbal, and then realize it just goes because it can't hold it, which would suck. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This setup has actually done me really well. I've used it for numerous events where I've been filming all day long, and I've managed to do full sprints while holding this gimbal. I've managed to dodge around a hockey game while using this setup. It's really well balanced and it works. So that's it, that's all you need. If you've got any questions, stick them in the comments, I'll try and answer them. But otherwise, thanks for watching.